What is up, everybody? To Reverse here today. I just got a new game in the mail today for Nintendo Switch. I'm like, might as well do an updated Nintendo Switch collection video of all my games up to today, January 7th, 2021. I haven't done an update. I haven't done a video since for my Nintendo Switch collection. I think it's like 1 to 2 years. So just finally just decided to do an update. So the first one I received today was Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I love JRPGs. I actually had this on the Wii U, but I didn't. I enjoyed it, but I didn't put too much time into it. But I did enjoy it though, and I'm been waiting. I'm gonna want to give this for a while too, because it's on the Switch. I heard it's a lot. The improvements are a lot better than how it is on the Wii U. So definitely looking forward to playing this. I bought this for $40 on eBay as well for a pre-owned copy of this. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get into this as soon as I get done playing a game. I'm currently playing on my Nintendo Switch, but Tokyo Mirage Sessions definitely looks like a fun game. The next one I have is the game I'm currently playing is Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. I am playing this game right now. I am definitely having a lot of fun playing it. It's one of the typical Dynasty Warriors style games, but it has the Zelda lore from the Breath of the Wild game. It's like a prequel to that game, so that's what gives it a unique flavor that is Zelda inspired Dynasty Warriors type of game. So definitely a fun experience right there. The next one I have is Super Mario 3 All Stars. This has all three classic games, 3D style games, Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. Um, a lot of people, this game got a lot of controversy because it was a limited release. It was like people didn't like the idea of this game being limited for a certain amount of time. But it's like if you wanted the game, you can buy it now. So uh, and if you know you can get a Switch in the future, if you're not getting one right now, just buy the game. It's readily available, but it is for a limited amount of time. So I guess some people still don't like that, but I got my copy, so that's all that matters to me. Yeah, so that game, I put a little bit of time into that one, into Mario Sunshine. I didn't play Galaxy. I put a little bit of time into Sunshine and 64, but not Galaxy, which I think Galaxy is probably the best one out of that collection. But the next one I have is Diablo Eternal Collection. I have not put too much time in this whatsoever. Uh, it's like I have this on PS4 too, but I don't know. I bought this I guess just to play it on the handheld version of this one. The next one I have is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. I picked this up last week for $40 at a Target. I haven't played the game yet, but I have it on Wii U as well. I don't think I ever played the Wii U copy either, but I have it on Wii U. So yeah, I kind of wanted to get the enhanced version of the Wii U for the Wii U port. So Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. The next one I have is Paper Mario Origami King. I have not played this one yet, but I heard this game got great reviews. I actually got this doing part of a buy two get one free. So my main goal was mainly like to get like a lot of the Nintendo first party games while they were part of the buy two get one free sale. So because we all know Nintendo games, the first party games really drop down in price. So I decided like at least grab a lot of these Nintendo first party games that's like they really drop down in price. So pick them up now. And this next game was also part of that buy two get one free sale, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. I love the original games. I believe this is the remake of the DS or the Game Boy Advance game. But I did play these games in the past on Game Boy Advance and on the DS. But definitely looking forward to play this one again. Definitely a cool spin-off of the Pokemon series. The next one is another spin-off of Pokemon games, Pokken Tournament DX. This was an enhanced version of the Wii U game, but that has like added characters as well. And it's kind of like Pokemon fused with like the Tekken fighting game. So it's actually a Pokemon fighting game, which is definitely very interesting. Definitely a cool spin-off they have there. So I have not put too much time in this game either. A lot of these games I have not put a lot of time into, which is sad to say, because I have multiple consoles, and it's like I got real life responsibilities I gotta do too. So yeah, this is a game I have beaten, Pokemon Sword. I was a fan of all the Pokemon games. I started playing the game since the original one, but this one I didn't like too much. It's like once I beat it, it's like I kind of just stopped playing it. It's like I didn't even do like any post game content like that. This one, the story and like it's just in my opinion, this one was kind of lazily made. It's like this is the first game into the Nintendo Switch where they can utilize the Switch graphics, and it's barely above like it's not. I don't see that much more of an improvement over like the 3DS game. So I wanted more for that game, but it was just okay. I think they could have did a lot better with that one. The next one I have is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Definitely a fun strategy RPG with the Mario characters, with the Raven Rabbids characters. Um, have never played any of the Rabbids games, but yeah, this was definitely a fun strategy RPG though. This is made by Ubisoft, not Nintendo. The next one I have is Final Fantasy X and X-2. Definitely love 10. I have not played 10-2 before, but I love Final Fantasy X, so I had to get it on the Switch. Definitely a very fun game. I think this was actually my first Final Fantasy game too. I think that is. Yeah, Final Fantasy X was my first Final Fantasy game on the PS2. That was definitely a fun experience. The next one I have is Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, and this is on the PS2 as well, but they ported it to Switch. And yeah, this is another cool game. This is actually the alternate cover. I think that this one is, yeah, this is alternate cover, but the original cover is this one right here. This is the original cover when you buy it in the store, but yeah, 12 is a fun game too. It has a different combat system than 10, but it's definitely a fun game nonetheless. The next one I have is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. This game is pretty fun. Compared to the other one, Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, this one is probably like, I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it's probably it's an okay game compared to like the first one. I'd say probably the first one was probably the greatest one. But that was an older game, but this one is the most recent one. It's still fun nonetheless. I kind of wish they just had more characters in this one. It's like a lot of characters you gotta buy as DLC, like the real cool characters, like the X-Men. It's not the DLC characters you gotta buy in this game, but it's definitely a funny game. Definitely a lot of heavily inspired from the MCU characters, but definitely a fun game nonetheless. Next one I have is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think everybody who has a Switch owns this game, but this is definitely a fun game that they brought from the Wii U to the Switch. I think this is the highest selling game for the Switch as well too. I think it's one of the highest selling games. But yeah, this game is fun. Definitely a very funny game. I love the Mario Kart games. Those are definitely like a must buy for whatever Nintendo system you buy. Next one I have is Fire Emblem Three Houses. This is my first Fire Emblem game, and I love this game a lot. I actually picked as I picked the Cloud. I picked I forgot this. I think it's called the Golden Deer, the Yellow Deer. Yeah, I played that storyline, but yeah, that's definitely a fun game. Fun strategy RPG. The next one I have is Astro Chain, a game made by Platinum. This is an RPG as well, which I have not put too much time into this game. I actually want to play this game this year because I heard this game is phenomenal, and it's like I feel embarrassed for not playing this game, but I gotta get into that one at one point. The next one I have is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And this fighting game has pretty much almost every video game character imaginable you can think of. They keep adding DLC characters left and right. They just added Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. They have Cloud as well. This game has pretty much every major video game character you can think of in this. So this is just owning this is cool for video game history. Just have all these different video game characters from different franchises in one game, all brawling each other. So definitely a cool game right there. Next one I have is Mario Tennis Aces. I heard this was a very good tennis game, a Mario tennis game. The last Mario tennis game I played was on a 64, and I enjoyed that one. I haven't played any other one since, but I heard this one was pretty good, so I gave this one a shot. I believe I bought this one like it was $30 to one. I think I bought it myself for $30 for that one. The next one I have is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I have never played the original one, so I bought this one, and the game is pretty fun. I did enjoy it, but I stopped playing it. So if I go back to it, I'm probably gonna be lost. But I did have a lot of fun playing this game, so I gotta go back to this game eventually, and hopefully I don't get lost while I'm playing it. Next one I have is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the sequel. Has a different combat system slightly. New characters as well too, but this was a fun game. And I have the DLC as well, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna. I have not played this one yet because I haven't beaten Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But once I beat, once I'm probably gonna play them in order. Actually, I'm probably gonna do a marathon of the Chronicles game. But I do have all the Xenoblade Chronicle games that's on the Switch. The next one I have is Yoshi's Crafted World. Definitely a platformer. I didn't know. I didn't think the game was gonna be this easy, but the game is kind of easy. I mean, it's fun, but it's extremely easy. So it's definitely not that challenging. I wish it was a little more challenging, but it is what it is. The game is pretty fun. Next one I have is Bayonetta 2 on the Switch. And when you buy this, it includes the first Bayonetta game as well. And this was a port of the Wii U copy. They just ported the games over to Wii U and added some additional content as well. But the game was pretty fun. I think I played Bayonetta 2 before I played Bayonetta 1. I don't know why I did that, but I love Bayonetta 2. I actually beat that game, but I never beat the first one. But Bayonetta 2 is definitely a fun game. The next one I have is Valkyrie Chronicles 4. It's a strategy RPG. This is my first game to the Valkyrie Chronicles series. I definitely had some fun playing this one. It's a cool, like, army-based, like, tactical strategy RPG game with an anime style to it. Next one I have is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. This game, I probably have the most hours in this game out of every game on my Switch because I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like, I don't like the newer ones. I don't like the newer generations of Yu-Gi-Oh! But I like the main ones, like the original one and GX and up to 5Ds as well. So these three, I don't like the other ones. So pretty much when I play this game, I don't even play up to like the 5Ds because I like that you could just choose what generation you want to play in. Because I kind of think the newer generations kind of ruined the game, the actual card game as well too. But I'm glad you can choose in that one. So I gotta spend any money on the physical cards, but I can still get my Yu-Gi-Oh fix by playing that game. Like I said, this is probably the game I put the most hours in on Nintendo Switch. The next one I have is Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. This is a port of the Wii U game as well, but the guy's additional content. I think it has additional content for this one, but yeah, this was definitely a fun game, a fun 2D Mario game. I had fun playing that one. The next one I have is Super Mario Maker 2. This is this is the game that made me buy the online for Nintendo Switch because I had no reason to buy it online, but this game I kind of bought it for this game just to play other people's levels mainly. That's what I mainly do with that game. I don't create my own levels, but I play other people's levels. It's a very fun experience. And the last physical game I own on Nintendo Switch is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. This was the first game I owned on Nintendo Switch. This is the game. This is the game that made me buy the Nintendo Switch. So definitely a lot of fun with this one. Definitely a very funny game. Great game. Amazing game. Can't wait for the sequel. So in my last update video, a lot of games are gone because I kind of wanted to trimline the Switch collection, get rid of all the games I'm probably not going to play anymore or games that I have on other systems. Mainly just keep it mainly to the first party Nintendo Switch titles. And that's what I pretty much did with my collection. I have Animal Crossing digital. That's like a main game. I have digital. Mario Odyssey, I sold it at one point, but I do want to buy it again physical. Luigi's Mansion, the same thing with that. I sold it. I do want to buy that game again physical. Then my Switch collection is pretty much complete until like the newer games come out. Like the games I'm gonna pick up this year are probably Bravely Default 2, Super Mario, the Mario 3D World, the Bowser's Fury. What was the other ones? I think the Pokemon Snap game. Uh, what else comes up this year? I can't think of anything else. But the mainline Nintendo first party games I'm probably gonna pick up this year for the Switch, and I'm pretty much done with my collection at that point. Like I pretty much have everything I pretty much want on Nintendo Switch, mainly all the first party titles. But yeah, that is an update on my Nintendo Switch collection. So hopefully somebody enjoyed this video. I know it's pretty long, but hopefully somebody enjoyed it. That will conclude the video. Leave your comments down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.